Entertainment was there, and she had promoted some fine. We had on Dwayne Wiggins from Toni has done it again, was in the house, and then we had Suga T from E40, and as well as the Click, and they had she did that song, that sugar, sugar, sprinkle me. Remember that song that came out back? So we watched. It was a spectacular performance, and Matthew Doublefield was there from Cosmic Entertainment as well. And but right about now, I would like to introduce a fine young man on our show. Is Lenoris Lewis. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
It's great. And boy howdy. So where are you from? Right.
Originally from the Bay Area. I was born and raised most of my life in San Francisco, but I worked my way up. Through Richmond, through Vallejo, and I ended up in Sacramento.
Nice.
And now, as a grown man, I decided to, call that home. So.
Well, you guys did a great performance the other night. It was a fantastic show.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
And what is and your lead singer and correct?
Yeah, I am the lead singer.
Okay. And and what other groups have you performed with or for?
Okay.
Let's say.
Well, in the past, I was in a group. In the past, I was in a group called Last Call. We did that for a while, and I still kind of do little shows here and there with them.
Right.
Right now, my focus is with Saxual Chocolate and Soul Legacy. We're trying to do something here. I'm not satisfied with some of this music out here, and I think we need to bring this live stuff back.
Right.
Back to how it used to be back in the in the 70s and 80s, where they had live bands.
Nice.
And, people can come out and have something to do.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah. And so you opened for Suga T, who was from E40 and Click, right?
Yes, I did.
And and that was
and Dwayne Wiggins from Toni. Yeah,
Toni has done it again. It's like that was great. It was fantastic. Awesome and I saw your drummer in there, Mike Roden. And he was just
awesome.
He played the drums about 5 hours straight, I think. I don't think he stopped. Right?
He's still a young buck.
Yeah, he's a young kid.
He could
handle that. So are you promoting any events right now? You got anything coming up?
Actually, we got a few things in the works coming in 2014. I'm going to be recording a solo album as well for my own self. It's a long time coming. Life happened. So.
Nice.
Finally, I got the time and be able to go ahead and do a Lenoris album.
Cool. So, do you have any heroes or like role models or anybody that you kind of look up to, or influenced you in some kind of way?
I do. I grew up being a Babyface fan. I kind of when he started singing. And when I sung his song, I was like, hey, that's what my lane. That's my lane. You know what I mean? So I used to like all the stuff that he did and produced.
Right.
And even the stuff that I didn't know that he produced, I liked it. Then I'd read the credits and, hey, it was written by Babyface. Maybe that's why I like it. Other than that, I grew up listening to like Maze and Frankie Beverly. My dad was a big music buff and Lenny Williams and stuff like that.
Did Babyface didn't he sign TLC? Or is that somebody else?
TLC was signed to their label. They had him and Antonio Reed had a label together called LaFace Records, and they were signed to.
That's what it was, LaFace. I'm thinking. I was thinking it was Babyface, but it was LaFace Records. That's right. You're right. Yeah.
I also worked with Eric Clapton on
Change the World.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of.
I didn't know that.
Oh, he's worked a lot. Yeah, just about. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's one of those people the Babyface like in the smooth jazz world. That just does a touch of everything. Like Brad Paisley in country, he used to write. I'll take it even further back. Smokey Robinson, he was a writer before he was.
Motown.
Yeah, he was a writer before they found out he could sing, and they put him out there and said, hey, you belong out there, because a lot of people don't write. He not only wrote My Girl, he wrote My Guy. And like all those old Motown songs,
Really?
Oh yeah.
I sang that.
My Guy.
Last
I
night.
I heard you.
No. I sang My Girl last night. No, I sang that last.
Did you really?
Yeah,
My
there
Girl?
was a private party, and they said, "Can you come up and sing?" And I did that song. I didn't know that
what he means by private party is him in the bathtub with the rubber duck.
Yeah, that's true.
And a little
But
steamboat.
we had candles,
Hey,
and
my girl.
we had some candles and incense and a little, bottle of Martinelli's. Right?
Whatever it takes, man. Music is love.
Goes off on a
You know,
tangent.
None of us going to see that, so it's all right. You
Yeah.
can have whatever you want.
Actually, I think there was a
your pool
camera
party.
going. They say the camera puts like 10 pounds on you. We got 3 cameras here. So
I'm looking at the monitor. I got about an extra 50 pounds on me right now.
I
Yeah.
think so.
I didn't have to agree.
What other people have you like opened for or worked with? Like
I work with
Toni, and then
we just
E40.
did this gig with
Peace there.
with Dwayne Wiggins and
Right.
Suga T.
Yeah.
And,
How does it feel to open for and be on stage with these
You know what? It's
celebrities and
it's
other
cool.
other
You know,
celebrities
they-
besides yourself,
they're really laid
and
back.
get along with them,
they
and
really laid back. I
right.
had
down to earth.
we did a show this past Mother's Day where we
Yeah.
opened up for Blackstreet.
Wow.
And that was awesome because I'm a big Teddy Riley. Teddy Riley, though, that's
Nice.
the dude. So got a chance to meet Teddy Riley and
How did
David
that feel?
Hollister
Yeah.
and all that.
That's pretty cool.
Had my chest stuck out.
Right? Yeah. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
And the
that
big
was-
boy
that was
pants,
awesome.
yeah.
That was
Nice.
awesome. Classic. Because, he hasn't been with Blackstreet in a while. So that was, when
Right.
they got back together, that was the first little tour or however that they're doing. So it was great. Great experience.
I was out late last night. That's why I'm wearing the glasses. So I didn't get sleep in it yet. So I was gonna ask you. Do you have any other like creative hobbies? Like, do you do any art or drawing, or do you have any like writing or painting or anything like any other creative hobbies like that?
I could write a little bit. I used to be a poetry writer in school.
Right.
And what I used to do is when fellas used to get in trouble with their girl, I used to get the girl back for them. They tell me what's going on with them and tell me the scenario, and I'll write it up.
That's
and
cool.
Then they'll rewrite it in their own handwriting.
But they all really fell in love with you, probably.
Yeah,
Cyrano de Bergerac.
Yeah,
right
exactly.
it was cool. I made an extra change,
Right. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
there. That's a man contributing to the world of love right there.
We could do like a live call-in show too. If anybody wanted to call in, they could call 280-6547 if they have any questions. You take some questions. Yeah.
Sure.
So if anybody wants to call and have some questions, 280-6547. Call in. You have any questions for Lenoris or myself or Roland here? And
Cool.
I was gonna say, what are your goals right now? And for the future, I know 2014, you got some things in the works and stuff
I'm
coming up.
looking very
Coming up.
forward to it. Like I say, I'm a Lenoris album. We got various shows, in the works as far as for Saxual Chocolate and Soul Legacy Entertainment. Got some other artists, on the bill as well that get up there and sing and do their thing. We got a whole little family, and that's why I like it because we a family. And that's hard to come by these days. Everybody with all the egos and all that stuff. So we put all that in the back. And when we come together as a family, and we do it, and it's fun.
Right. How long have you been singing, right?
To be honest with you, sir, I've been singing longer than I can actually talk.
Right.
I was told by my mom, and said, "Man, you was singing whole songs before I could hold a whole conversation." So
That's pretty wild. Yeah.
I grew up singing. I thought everybody could sing. I didn't know.
Right.
I didn't know that I had such a gift until I got to high school.
Yeah.
And I tried out for the California Honor State. It was a honor choir for the state, and I tried out for it, and I made it.
Nice.
I'm like, oh wow.
Do you ever have any like a message that you like to put out when you're on stage? Like anything like not necessarily political, but like any kind of a vibe, like God's blessed me with these talents or something like that, or.
I mean, God did bless me with the talents,
right.
and I appreciate it, and I try to use them, for good.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite sayings is, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Right.
Be
born ready.
Born ready, because you never know when you're gonna get that call.
Right.
So be ready,
Exactly.
Do
you want to? I think what I'll do is I'll set up a little background music, and perhaps you could perform a live song for us, and I'll put in a track, and they'll bring it up in the back. My technical director, Barry Thompson, will he'll turn it up and he'll bring up something
Sure.
there in the studio.
I love to do that for
And,
sure. All right.
and we'll get a good camera angle here and do some nice performance. Thank you.
No problem.
If you want.
Yeah, I remember as he's setting up there,
Right,
you know,
right.
just a little story. I remember when I found out I can sing was in middle school. I was doing an impression
I
of
still haven't found out that you can sing
know,
yet.
right?
No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm joking.
guy, the cannolis.
The canoe. So, yeah. Roland has a new karaoke company out right now. It's called Neelix One.
Karaoke.
Oh, here we go.
Somebody told me there'd be trouble at home, 'cause we never talk a lot when we spend time alone. Eh? So how are we supposed to know that something is wrong? Well, we got a right to communicate, keeps a happy home, and no one does it like me, and no one but you has the kind of whip appeal on me. Yeah. Keep on whipping on me, yeah. Work it on me, baby. Whip all your sweet, sweet loving on me. Keep on whipping on me, yeah. Work it on me, baby. Whip all your sweet, sweet loving on me. When we go to work, how the day seems so long. The only thing we think about, can't wait till we get home. 'Cause we've got a way of talking, and it's better than words. It's the strangest kind of relationship, oh, but it always works, and no one does it like me, and no one but you had the kind of whip appeal on me. Yeah. Whatever you want, baby. Hey, it's alright with me, 'cause you got that whip appeal. So work it on me, yeah. It's better than love, sweet as can be, 'cause you've got that whip appeal. So whip it on me, yeah. Keep on whipping on me, yeah. Work it on me, baby. Whip all your sweet, sweet loving on me. Keep on whipping on me. Work it on me, yeah. Whip all your sweet, sweet loving on me. Thank you. Right on, sir. Thank you.
I think, you know, just like, you know, when you found out you can sing and stuff, what kind of songs were you singing? Was it like show tunes? You know, the way, like I started impersonating stuff. Then I found out I could actually carry one, you know.
As far as what I was told, I was singing, I think one of the songs I sang was by a group called New Birth.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know too many of their songs, but my mom said I knew all the words back then. So
It's pretty wild.
I'll be trying to go back and try to figure out which one that it was, so I can, adapt. Maybe I can add that to my show. That's where it started, right?
Yeah. Well, you look sharp. You sound sharp.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And you had spectacular performance tonight, and as well at Elk Grove with Dwayne Wiggins and Suga T as well.
Yes, sir.
And a little shout out to Mike Roden, right?
Mike wrote it on the
Yeah,
drums.
the drummer. Yeah.
He kept that heartbeat all night.
He was wonderful.
That's
Who are some of the other people in the group?
group?
Saxual Chocolate. Yeah.
All right, we got my man Sean Rayford on the saxophone. What's up, Sean? Hey,
Nice.
Sean, if you watch
Right,
this,
right.
Mr.
He
Saxual
watch it
One.
on YouTube, TylerVision
Yeah.
707 on YouTube. Once I compress it, upload
Okay.
it, and
We
share
got
it to
him.
Facebook.
We got
Right.
We had Mr. Fred Collins on the bass. He
Okay.
was plucking the bass all
that
night.
that guy was a great bass player.
That upright?
And that keyboard player was hot. too.
Jim Wynn
Yeah,
was the
those
keyboard player. He
hot
kept us-
keyboard. Oh,
yes,
wow.
sir.
That guy
And
is
we had,
dynamite, right? Yeah.
Marlon on the guitar.
Uh-huh.
What am I missing? Mike was on the drums.
That's
We had some
about it.
awesome background singers.
Oh yeah, there was the 2-3 girls that were
We
on
had Victoria Love and Tanisha.
Tanisha, I remember.
Now, Tanisha was
That's
she's
the-
she's the female lead. Of
Yeah,
version
Tanisha
of
was-
the,
Tanisha
Saxual
did great,
Chocolate as
yeah.
well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like Atlantic Star, how they have the male singer and the female singer. They both take turns. Basically.
I guess so. I never
Yeah.
thought of it like that.
Yeah, and they do it awesomely. You do duets with her?
We do duets. Yes, sir.
I would love to hear that. Who would be a dream of yours to, like, you're singing on stage, you got a good night going on, all of a sudden somebody walks in and they, hey, who if it was a star, who would you love to see walk through your door? Prince. Oh, that man is a virtuoso.
He's like a genius.
Prince.
People don't realize he plays all the instruments on all
genius.
his albums.
That brother. I mean,
yeah.
I've went to a lot of different shows in my life, but it's not like a Prince show.
No.
You can't compare it. Like when they say who's the best,
Right,
I
right.
could say, well, Beyonce's good,
Right,
but
right.
Prince is like over here all by itself.
Yeah, Prince is.
It's hard to compare, and he never does the same show twice.
Just even the performances in the movie like Purple Rain are like fantastic.
That's
It's
a
like
classic movie. I could watch it.
I always
over
forget
and
that
over
he.
again.
all the performances in that. I mean, everybody, all the other groups, is
Prince is one of those that if you don't see him all the time, you forget how brilliant he is until you see him again. Like I always forget how good he is at guitar. Until I see him doing something, I'm like, oh man, I forgot I love this guy.
He plays the drums, he plays the bass,
Plays everything,
he plays
piano,
the
everything.
keys.
Morris.
like I was saying,
Morris was looking pretty smooth in that movie too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, like I said, a lot of people who don't know Prince will actually on his recording studio albums he'll play every instrument so that he gets it the way he wants it. Basically, he tells the band, okay, learn this.
Right.
And then of course, like most singers too, he'll do his own track and then he'll do his own background singing.
Right.
Tell the girls to learn their part, and everything. He's a virtuoso. I mean,
Yeah.
one of the last great writers that we have left.
Right.
And showmanship, and
Perfect showmanship,
yeah.
and he refuses to do covers. However, he did do one "Bet You by Golly Wow."
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Did that one cover was it a favor to somebody? What was the story? Do you remember?
I don't know the story.
I can't remember too. It was like a favor or something that he did it, but for somebody to sit there and write album after album after album, you gotta love that,
For years.
and it's nice,
Right.
good stuff too.
And he still look like he's 30 and under.
Yeah. I know. As soon as the records come out, like I think it's 1981. One of these albums was coming out. I mean, right back then I seen it on the on the stands and
I
stuff.
think our cue card
So I
tried to
was gonna
spell
say-
acapella.
Yeah, I was going to say, did you want to do one more song? Would that be possible and highly probable? Could that be arranged? You could do one more performance tonight.
Sure, I could.
What would you like to? Would you introduce the song that you would like to sing a cappella?
Well, I'm just gonna do an acapella song.
Okay.
I'm gonna dedicate this to my mother and
All right.
auntie and all the beautiful ladies out there at TV land.
A shout out, boy howdy.
All right. Let's see. Okay, it goes like this. It says, "You are so beautiful, yes, you are to me. You are so beautiful, yeah, to me. Can't you see? Can't you see? You're everything that I hope for, and you're everything I need. And you are so beautiful to me." Thank you. Love you, mama. Auntie, grandma. All the ladies.
Genre and every creed and race. You know, you take it. Who would know that you would have known a Joe Cocker song?
Right.
You know, just like me with me knowing a little bit of Babyface earlier during rehearsal.
Exactly.
I mean, you know, you grow up with all that. You gotta love music too. Just take something somebody else in some weird genre, you know, just came out and you make it your own. And I applaud that, man. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Excellent.
Like him, he does rap.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
He said earlier he was rapping last night.
I did last night, yeah. And then some people want to say, hey, can you do some like dancehall music? I was like, I could, just like that's not my.
He does hip hop and all.
So I
that
did
stuff.
the Shaggy song. What's it called? Angel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
Call me.
so.
Yeah, music soothes the soul.
It does. Do you play any instruments at all?
You know what? I was a trumpet player from second grade on to I graduated from high school. Haven't
What
picked
kind
it
of
up in a
grade?
while.
What kind of grades did you get
What kind of grades did I get?
on the trumpet? Yeah,
On
yeah.
the trumpet? Oh, I was the
Straight
dude on
A
the
student,
trumpet.
right?
Yeah, I was a dude.
Yeah.
I was a soloist myself.
You was a soloist?
Yeah, they threw me on the flugelhorn every now and
Okay.
then for some nice, soothing jazz songs and
I did some
everything.
jazz. I was in a marching band. You know,
Yeah.
I did a variety of different things. You know, I'm gonna pick it back up and get on stage with my band with Saxual Chocolate one day, and I'm gonna just
Right. Right.
sneak
Miles
up there
Davis.
with a horn.
Well, I took trumpet in second grade, and but I got I couldn't read music, so I played by ear. So I just hear what everybody else did, and then I do that. They go, now it's your turn. And I would just do that because that's amazing. You didn't even look at your notes, and I'm like, I got an F.
Oh,
They
wow.
flung me out because I was playing by ear. I can't read music. You know,
Right.
so
You got
it's,
it all wrong.
you know, so it's like-
Amazing.
Yeah. It's like you did great. It's amazing. You get an F because it's like, you know, so
To be in my band and not even reading your sheet.
you don't read music. I can't. I still can't read music. Yeah.
Nah, you give up on it.
Well, I play music, but I don't.
You don't
I
read.
play by ear. Yeah. That's- I can't read music. Can you read? You read music?
Yeah, I read music.
I think the Beatles. None of them could read music, but they still made a couple bucks. You know.
Yeah,
right?
a lot of bucks.
One guy kind of played left-handed.
Ray Charles couldn't read music.
Right.
But
Hey.
hey.
Yeah, he can read it braille, right?
Hey,
It's
yeah.
like there's a B flat.
he was awesome.
You know,
You could
kind of
feel
like
it.
across the line.
Oh man. Have you ever seen him? Have you ever seen him?
I never seen Ray Charles live.
I caught him in Texas.
Seen the movie?
Yeah, I saw the movie. I caught
saw
him
the
once.
movie, yeah.
Caught him once at in San Antonio, where I'm from, Texas,
Okay.
and he put on an unbelievable show. You know, even at the age he was, that I can't remember how old it was, but he was up there. He was silver already, and you know, just into it and just got up and you feel a joy when you see that. You know, and it's hard to explain when you see that, and a man with his story and everything that he's been through, and he still loves doing it just because he loves entertaining people.
And he had a little comic. It was kind of funny.
He was
I
funny.
remember seeing him one time stand up and dance and then take his glasses off like he's looking at people. That's pretty clever, you know.
Yeah.
What year did you see him, Roland? What year was that?
Oh, geez.
Was it
I
what?
want to say this was back when I was about 29 or so.
So last year.
Last year. Yeah.
Okay.
Almost about 15 years ago.
Oh,
so.
okay.
Yeah. And yeah, it was about 15 years. A little before he passed on. He came through, and nobody opened for him. He didn't open for anybody else. He just came out and did the incomparable Ray Charles. You know,
That's
went
awesome.
out there and just did his thing and had the full orchestra band with him. And surprisingly, we had heard later on the radio that Willie Nelson was supposed to show up because, you know, he just lives up the street.
Wow.
He was supposed to show up and do Seven Spanish Angels with him, you know, but, you know, like you said, you know, if it ever happened, somebody walked through your door and saw Prince walking, that would be
Yeah,
unbelievable.
That would be
That'd be unbelievable for
pretty
anybody.
unbelievable, right?
You know, hey, Prince is here. Really? You know?
So we got about 3 minutes left. I know time flies, right? When you're having fun.
And we
So,
started on time tonight. Yay.
You guys want to do any shout outs to anybody in particular this evening on
Well, I just like to, give it up for my bandmates, Saxual Chocolate,
Saxual Chocolate?
Management Team, Soul Legacy Entertainment. Y'all look out
Nina
for us in
Burnside?
2014.
So-
Nina Burnside, yep.
Soul Legacy Entertainment?
That's That's the threat behind the scenes. She makes it. That's the one that makes it happy for us.
Where are you playing next?
You have to talk to Nina.
Okay,
she's in
all right.
charge.
She's in charge.
Is there a website they can go to?
I was the lead of a different band before, and I gave those jobs up.
Well, I'll do shout out to Matthew Doublefield, also with Cosmic Entertainment as well, and our live studio audience here. And you want to talk about it like that?
I just want to say real quick, Neelix1Karaoke.com, new karaoke company. We're starting out. We're gonna do our very first show actually in Verano in Sonoma. However, New Year's Eve, my birthday, we'll be performing at Stone's over on Stone Sports Bar over on Amola. And I think because that's how we pronounce it in Texas, I think it's pronounced Ebola here. Is that right? Okay. So,
nice.
Yeah, so we'll be there, and if you've got nothing to do, please visit.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
So our cameraman, he just won this brand new bowling award. He wanted me to show that real quick. His name is Hunter Gray, and he's one heck of a bowler, right? He's downright adequate.
I got a 209 average.
Wow.
I think he got 109.
With a house ball.
He done good. And so I just wanted to say, boy howdy, guest of the TylerVision show, stay Outer Mongolia. Transportation provided by a steamboat on the Napa River. We'd like to thank our guest tonight, Lenoris Lewis, right here. And we'd like to thank our co-host, but I can't. No, I'd like to thank our co-host right here, Roland Martinez, KSVY Radio. And a little shout out to Saxual Chocolate tonight, the group. And we'd like to thank our sponsors, Sal, the flower guy, who delivers these flowers every week to our show for the it's almost our 1 year anniversary on the live show. And we'd like to thank the live studio audience. You guys can make some noise back in there too, yeah. Yeah, thanks guys for coming in. Napa Valley audience is the best audience. I'd like to thank our TV audience right here. And God bless you and yours. And we've got a brand new car for our live studio audience tonight. You got headshots for everybody. We've got the, not. And then, so pretty much YouTube, TylerVision 707. You can watch all these shows, Timex Social Club, all the artists that appear. So pretty much we're out of here. So until next time, America. And we'll probably just act like we're talking to each other. Eventually, they'll probably bring up some music.
They already have music up.
They might mute our voices down. They might fade to black. Somebody will yell, clear, something like that, right? Something like that will be happening. Then we'll probably unmic and be off this short leash, right? So I can run to the bathroom and stuff like that. I already, I think, ran the credits, right?